Right, so I'm gonna try and not waste too many people's time. I will add like a timestamps at the video so people can skip through to what they think. But like getting in straight off the bat, I will say that is F1 22 VR any better with the new patch and all that? And I would say marginally, but still a lot of the issue. Well, my own issue is so if I'm sitting in the menu here and I move my head up and down, it doesn't feel natural looking out because it feels like, say, like the pit wall there in the distance is like moving with my head. So it's not staying in place, it's like slightly moving with my head, just a little bit, just to make it feel awkward. So 99% of the movement feels natural, but there's just something that is very off-putting about the way the world moves whenever you move your head, and it is quite frustrating. And that is still out there on the track. My eyes have kind of got used to it now while out in the track, though. But certainly up, down, and that kind of stuff just feels awkward. I don't know whether it was like a horizon setting issue or that kind of thing, but for me, something just still feels off on like a lot of the movement. It could be, field of view, that sort of stuff, but it still feels. I mean, that's what I've seen the issue with, and that's what I've had the issue with, and that still feels just a bit awkward, and that's even with like full performance going on. So it's nothing to do with that. I have checked massively a lot. Um, so yeah, hopefully they can fix it up. Another issue that I noticed is so if you have a problem of it crashing to desktop whenever you try to launch VR, it seemingly caused me to lose my profile and lose my entire week worth of like multiplayer stuff, including my week 1 event trophy. This is through Origin, by the way. So that's a bit of a pain, unless it was a coincidence that it all broke. But basically, whenever I'd launch in VR after the patch, it would not launch in VR. So it seems to be that if you go to graphic settings then and then go to video mode, if you have the resolution setting, it doesn't matter whether you've got windowed full screen or windowed full screen set. If you change the resolution setting to anything, or well, I've only tested it so far with 1080p, 1440p, and 4K. But with those settings at least, but it seems to be if you, I'm at least with those three, it will crash the desktop. Like, so if I went and changed this like right now to 1080p and then closed the settings and saved that, it would immediately crash the desktop. I'm not going to do that now because then I have to like redo all my settings again. I'm not doing that. So if that happens to you, what you want to do then is you want to go into your let me get the desktop viewer up here. Oh no, look at that fun time. Get your viewer up here and go into. You need to go into your documents, my games. This is through Origin, by the way. I don't know if there'll be anywhere else on on Steam. But so documents, my games, F122, hardware settings, and then this is my copy of my old settings, so don't worry about that. You'll have three options here. You'll have the top one here with settings config underscore VR, and settings info. You will want to delete your settings config underscore VR and just resave it like I've done with like adding old or whatever to it or making a copy of it. But you'll need to delete that, make sure that that is gone then, and reopen the game, and it should set you to default settings and open and not crash the desktop anymore. So that is that issue out of the way as well. It's frustrating. I'm very disappointed to lose my elite trophy from finishing in the top 4% for the first weekend. I'm frustrated, but hopefully they fix up the game at some point. I really want them to fix up the game. They need to. Please. I'm actually having a lot of fun with the on-track stuff, so I would love if it was like really perfect. As I said, my eyes kind of got used to like a lot of the head movement issues and head bobbing stuff. Like I'm not even sure now because I'm looking for it after the patch. I'm not sure if it's actually worse than that or if that's like a placebo effect than the previous. So I'd like to hear anyone else's opinions on it in down below, or it is a pain. I hope they get it right. If you have it right, though, I would love to hear from you as well. Or if you just haven't noticed the issue and you now notice it because of me saying it, I do apologize. It is frustrating once you see it and can't unsee it. Again, it's not performance issues I've checked. I had like I was running at like 7 to 8 milliseconds on both the CPU and the GPU for render time, so well below the 90 FPS mark for the HTC Vive, or well above whatever. Just very much optimal performance. It just wouldn't work. So Very frustrating. Right. I'm off. I said I didn't want to waste time, so, hopefully anyone can get their information early on and quit out if they need to. Don't blame me if you stayed to the end and didn't enjoy it. But if you did, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.